Welcome back, everyone. Today we are talking about 5 tips to play D&D Online. So the first thing, if you're just starting to get into D&D, you haven't played before, and you're constricted to your house, and you're wanting to play online with your friends, maybe your family, then this is going to be tip number 1. How do I learn for free online? If you're a player, you can download the basic rules off the D&D website. I'll go ahead and put a link down below. If you're wanting to DM for your friends or family at home or even online, you're probably going to want the DM guide, which is a big purple book. You're going to want to go ahead and get that. You can get the free kind of, this is how you play D&D online through their website. But if you're wanting to DM, you're probably going to need that resource because they don't really have any resources online without actually buying the book. You could go to DM's Guild and go ahead and buy the book online through that way. But if you're actually wanting the physical copy, it would be best to just go ahead and purchase it from Amazon or pick it up at a local store if any are open right now. But what do you need to play online? Do you need a mic? Do you need a webcam? Do you need a good headset? Really, all you need is I would say, a headset. You could use a mic. You could use a webcam if your DM is having that kind of session online. Some people don't use webcams. Some people just type in Discord, and they have their full story fleshed out on Discord without even saying a word. Usually, though, you are going to be using some kind of microphone, some kind of either headset or mic that you have, external mic plugged in, but a webcam is optional. You don't need a webcam in order to play D&D online. It is nice to see everyone, though, see who you're interacting with, talking with, the expressions when things happen. It is nice to see all that, but it's not a necessary thing to have on hand in order to play D&D online. So how do you find people to play with? Well, if you're not playing with your friends or family that you already know, you can go on Reddit to the subreddit, looking for group LFG. You can go to meetup.com. You can go to your local game store on Facebook and see if they're having anyone host any Adventure League or homebrew sessions over online. There could even be Facebook groups just in your state, like, California Dungeons and Dragons players, or, North Dakota D&D. You can also check those sites as well to see if there's anyone actually in your state hosting over Facebook and seeing if there's any groups meeting up on there. You could also check on Roll20.com and check their forums to see if anyone's getting a group going on, or Fantasy Grounds, which are both the two that we're going to discuss next, as they are really the most popular right now for playing a simulated tabletop online. What programs are you going to need to use online in order to play? Well, if you're just doing voice, then you can use Discord. Of course, a lot of people are using Discord. If you're also using webcam, a lot of people are using Zoom, Skype. You can even use the Google Hangouts or whatever they're calling it these days. Roll20, the actual Insight, has an integrated webcam that you can use in a function one that you can talk to people through the actual Roll20 website. Now, if you're going to be using Roll20, you're going to want to create a Roll20 account. If you're going to be using Fantasy Grounds, you're going to want to go ahead and get that set up. You can also use free dice rollers online as well. So if you do not have dice, there are plenty of free dice rollers online. You can even go to D&D Beyond and create your character there, and you can integrate using the D&D Beyond browser through Chrome to match it up with Roll20. So anything that you roll, anything that you click in D&D Beyond, it will show up as the roll, or it will give a description of the spell that you're using in Roll20. So how can you find content or publish books? Well, you can go ahead and go to dmsguild.com, and there's plenty of adventures that people have self-published, that have been published from teams, that have been published by D&D themselves, that you can download, and those can also integrate into Roll20 as well. I'm not sure about Fantasy Grounds. I haven't really used it because I know to get their actual standard, it costs, $3.99 a month. So there are also a lot of free dungeon map builders and world builders online that you can search for and use in order to upload those images into either Roll20 and use those in order to move your tokens and your players around the map that you've created or that someone else has created. So I thought I would go through just top 5 things really quick in order to play online. The first, how do you learn for free online? Like I said, I'll put the link down in the description of the kind of like the free player's handbook. It just kind of gets you into how do you, get into D&D. Also on their website, they have pre-made characters that you can go ahead and download, so you don't even have to create your own character. But, I would suggest that you would, especially if you're brand new to the game, I would highly suggest you making your own character. What do I need? A mic or webcam? Really, you only need a microphone. You don't really need a webcam unless you just want to put your face out there. Then I would suggest using a webcam. So how do you find people? There's plenty of forums, Reddit, Facebook. There's plenty of places to try to find people, and there are plenty of DMs and other players looking for DMs and players. What programs do I need to use? A lot of people I see are using Discord. You're going to either be using Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds unless someone else is running a different type of website to run their simulated tabletop, as well as the free dice rollers if you don't already have dice. I don't really see many people actually rolling dice. It's usually through the program on the application. Either through Roll20, you can do /roll space 20, roll a 20-sided dice, 1d20, or you could use D&D Beyond, which that you can get that, like I said, integrated into Roll20, so all your dice rolls and your character and stuff, it shows up in Roll20. And how can I find content and publish stuff? DM's Guild, you can check the actual D&D website. Anything that you can get on digital download, you can usually implement that into Roll20 if you're DMing for a group. If you're not, then you don't really have to worry about that, trying to find actual maps and stuff and stories and publish stuff. But as well, D&D is also doing a thing where they're giving away free content for the last week and a half, 2 weeks now, since possibly even longer. So I will put the link to that to get the free content, the adventures that they're giving out for free, and also some coloring pages and stuff too for the kids. So I'll go ahead and put that link down there. They're always posting new stuff every day. They have everything. Every day there is a new published adventure that you can download for free, and I'm pretty sure there's also the old versions, like the old published stuff that they've also put up from a couple weeks ago as well, that you can still get right now. So definitely I would go get those PDFs. I would definitely go download those. If I missed anything, if you guys use any other programs or apps that I haven't covered or talked about, go ahead and post those in the comments. It'd be good to know what other people are using. Right now I think our group we just had a session 0, so this next Monday we'll be playing an actual session, and we're using Discord and Roll20. We're really excited to get that going. But that's it. So you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys later.